people to really get a feeling for what you do, Scott. Get me started from the beginning.
I was having a conversation with a real close friend of mine, Ron Koppel, and one day he said, why don't you paint a Harley Davidson? They're really popular. This is in the early 90s,
Right.
and Harleys were just really becoming accepted, and doctors and lawyers were riding them, Malcolm Forbes was riding them, and everything like that, and it just became more acceptable to be a Harley rider. So I started painting Harleys in the early 90s, and luckily met the right people, and in 1993 I became the first artist in the world ever licensed by the motor company
Oh my,
to do
how
fine art.
exciting.
I started an art program for them back in 93, and now it's my 17th year with them now. There's no quick way to do a motorcycle, but a newer bike is a lot quicker to paint than, say, a 1936 or knucklehead or something like that, because a lot of the parts now are encased. There's not so many nuts and bolts and exposed wires and things like that. Everything's kind of cleaned up in these newer bikes, so these don't take as much to paint a bike. I use a brush that's the size of a pencil point. It's a 000, anywhere from a 000 up to an 18-0. So when it's got paint on it, it's smaller than a pencil point. So just imagine if this was a 3-foot by 4-foot canvas and how long it would take to cover the canvas with a brush that small.
You don't just do Harley Davidson. You know, one of
No.
my favorite icons, of course, is
Yeah.
Marilyn Monroe. Can you share a little of that with us?
Well, I was doing a Marilyn Monroe piece, and when my wife has a glass of wine with me, I always know which glass hers is because it's got lipstick on the edge. So I thought it'd be a nice touch to add lipstick on it. And my wife and my daughters were not home at the time, and I didn't want to wait for them to come home, so I actually put lipstick on, and I put my lipstick on the glass, the edge
I'm
of
not
the glass.
even going to ask what color it was.
Yeah,
I think I want to know.
It was kind of like a, I don't know what you call it, flesh color, natural color.